easy. I actually feel guilty at some of the time that I've been here because I haven't had to do a whole lot, and it's, I'm kind of on holidays, it feels like sometimes. Their ability to self-manage is just incredible. I've never had a group like that, so well done, all of you. Hard to really think about my experience with each of these students over the course of the semester, as well as their interaction here at Blue Camp, and I try to pick out one special quality that really stands out for me. It's been hard with some of them because they have so many qualities, but I have done my best, and what I would like to do now is speak just very, very briefly about each one and award them a special award. All right. Let me get this organized. Okay. So for this first award, or this first student, nothing seems to throw this student off kilter. She's what I consider the epitome of stoicism. That's a good word, big word. She's not likely to bat an eye at any task you throw at her. And for this, I call this award the steady operator. And this goes to Stephanie Lee. All right. I don't do pictures, as we all know.
No picture?
Let's talk later. This next award is for someone who I think sometimes struggles with the challenges that have been thrown her way, but she always perseveres, so it's a she. Her path isn't always easy, but she's determined to go down it by God no matter what. And I call this award Determined Ambition, and this goes to Amber Hill. This next award is, I kind of relate it to that guy that always sits on the bench during the baseball game or whatever game and has a lot to offer if the coach would just put him in. So this person is patient and he's willing to bide his time, and when he's given the opportunity, he will always come through for you if you just get the opportunity. So I call this award, Put Me In, Coach, and this goes to Rashad. This next award goes to that person. I think we've all seen them, know one at least, maybe you are one. The person that's always sitting on the edge of the seat, very excited, eager, ready to go. He is eager, willing to put himself out there. He never walks away when things get tough. And things did get rough for this person sometimes, over the course of the semester as well as here. But he always seeks out solutions for his problems, and he keeps moving forward, which is, of course, the most important thing. I call this award Endless Enthusiasm, and it goes to Bryce Burnett. So each of these students had a committee that they were responsible for working on to make this whole event happen. And this particular person worked on a committee that required an awful lot of interaction, required an awful lot of communication and persistence. Persistence because it was like an evolving or a moving target, so to speak. The persistence coordination involved is enough to make the calmest person normally lose their cool, but not this guy. And this award is called Cool Coordination, and it goes to Lucas Nepple. actually more of an apology. I can be, well, people who know me, I can be a little tough, even though I'm very little. I can be a little tough on people from time to time. I pick on them sometimes, might even call them out. Some people take this to heart and will shut down, be passively aggressive towards me. However, not this person. And for this, again, apology. I call this award Tolerance, the Tolerance Award, and it goes to Gurpreet. All right. So we all know there are those people who have it, and they flaunt it. And then there are those people that have it, but they don't have to flaunt it. This particular award goes to someone who might be deceiving in her quiet, cute quaintness, but she is absolutely a force. And this award is called Humble Talent, and it goes to Jessica Borges. Preparing my speeches, so, sorry guys. So I'm gonna wing it. Woo! I have no idea what I'm gonna say. Okay, so this next award has to do with something that I think for people of my era feel has kind of gone by the wayside, and that's respect. You'll often hear us complaining nobody respects anybody anymore. One of the things that stood out with me with this person is, of course, quiet. We have a few quiet people in this group. Quiet, yet confident, creative, always thinking, not necessarily always talking. And I called this award Respectfully Yours, and this goes to Brendan Kerr. We had a very dynamic classroom, and it wasn't your typical lecture type of atmosphere. It was a lot of sort of bouncing ideas off each other, brainstorming, and coming up with good plans and things like that. And sometimes we'd find ourselves, we'd get caught up in one person's idea that made absolutely no sense at all. But we'd all go with it, right? Because we just sort of bought into it. I think there's a word for it. I think it's called groupthink or something. Anyways, it's something to be avoided. So this would happen quite often, but this one person would just sit back and listen to it all, and then finally out of the blue would say, guys, why don't we just do it this way? And we'd be like, oh yeah, that's a great idea. So this particular award I called Voice of Reason, and it goes to John Winslow. Quiet people are really hard to, narrow down. But this particular person, there's definitely some things that stand out for me. He is someone who comes across as extremely, I'm going to use the word pensive. I don't even know if that's an English word. I know it's a French word. It's a good word. Someone who is always thinking, again, not always talking, but definitely always thinking. But what stands out the most for me with this particular individual is, again, with that always thinking, the still waters run deep. I call him my gentle giant. But the award is called Kill Them with Kindness. And it goes to Muhammad. you know, this is 2019 and we always play that everybody's a winner. But not here, not tonight. I do have a top 3 individuals that I would like to give a special call out to, a special award for their superior performance, not only here at boot camp, but throughout the entire semester. I've known these people over the course of the last 3 years, and they've truly never let me down. So I will start with the first individual, who I am giving a 3rd place award to. One of the things that helps a team work together effectively is the willingness to accept and use your strengths when others have weaknesses. It's about stepping up when others can't or even are unwilling to, because you always have your eye on the goal and you work toward it even if you have to carry others along with you. I call this award Lean on Me, and it goes to Vanessa Suleiman.